All right, guys, welcome back here. This video is going to be a little different from the normal videos I usually upload. I'm just going to kind of sit here and talk with you guys for a minute. I haven't made a video in the last couple weeks, and I just wanted to kind of sit here, give you an update regarding what I've tried, what has changed as far as concealed carry, what I've been doing a little differently, of course, what has maintained the same, and of course, say happy holidays to you folks. Thanksgiving is here in 2 weeks, and then right after that is going to be Christmas, and the year's going to be over. So kind of crazy. It's definitely flown by pretty quickly. Happy holidays to you guys. So a couple of things. Make sure to like the video, of course. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more concealed carry gun content. But let me talk a little bit about what I've changed as far as concealed carry over the last just couple weeks since I've uploaded recently. It's not been crazy, but a few things that I think that I should share with you folks. Number one, it's totally a weird way to start the video, but I've been using a different belt. This is just a standard leather. I think this is a Carhartt standard leather belt. This one's reversible, so you can do, brown or black. You can switch it over if you want to. I always do brown because I always wear brown shoes, especially when I'm working. So, you know what to say. You're supposed to match your shoes to your belt, but this is what I've been using. I've been ditching the concealed carry dedicated kind of stiffer belts just a little bit because my love handles has been getting pinched a couple times, and I'm like, let me try something different. I got this belt pretty recently, actually. I don't even know the brand for this thing, but it's essentially just a quick release nylon core, stiff dedicated concealed carry belt. And I love it. It's great. It Velcros, so you can adjust the size really easily. It's easy to clip on and off when I have to use the bathroom. It's just that it's really, really stiff. So when I sit down, it kind of pinches my love handles, and it kind of pushes on the front of my body a little bit. And I understand that most of that's going to be completely normal for concealed carrying a gun. I totally get that. But I was like, let me just try something different. So I've been trying just this leather, regular. I think I got this at Walmart or Target or something. Cheap, just regular, I would say, dress belt that I normally use for when I'm at work. And it's been going fine. One thing that I will say is a stiff, dedicated, concealed carry style belt, like this ratchet and concealed carry belt. This is from a company called Second Amendment. They have their ratchet and concealed carry belt, like what you see here. They have a few other products too, but that was what I bought from them. They're apparently the official belt of the NRA, which is cool. Rather than going with something like that, I've been going with just a standard belt because I felt like it just provides a little more comfort. What I have noticed is because I stand up and sit down and stand up and sit down and stand up and sit down a lot of my job, a standard belt can tend to sag a little bit more, but it does allow my gun to be pressed up against my body a little better. The dedicated concealed carry belts, because they're so stiff, they don't want to flex. And the thing about that is that I run a wedge and I run a fin on my holsters. And this fin helps flex the gun towards my body, and this wedge helps lean the gun towards my body. So if it's on the front of my body like this, it helps pull the handle in towards me, and it helps lean the holster back. That way it doesn't push out and protrude against my shirt. And these stiffer nylon cord belts, like this, tend to just sit up a little too straight. And so they don't allow the gun to kind of lean and press into you to prevent printing quite as well than a standard, little more flimsy leather belt, like what you see here. So that's the main upside, of course, other than just the comfort aspect. It just depends on your situation. So that was one thing. I'm still using my 365X. That's not gonna change anytime soon. I have a Romeo Zero Elite optic up top with the, I think it's the 3 MOA dot. I could be wrong. And I'm running the protector too. So you can see there's a metal casing around the optic there. That allows me to rack the slide using the optic. You can bang this on stuff and it's not gonna hurt the optic itself because it's got the metal protector around it. So I'm still running it that way. I don't think that's gonna change anytime soon. What I have changed is the holster, because this is the Vetter holster side tuck. And when I originally got it, it was not optics cut. It was just standard for iron sights. Since I've added my Romeo Zero Elite optic, I have gotten the holster optic cut. I sent the holster back to Vetter Holsters in Florida probably 2 weeks ago. And it just got back a few days ago. So I've been running it that way ever since. What I can say is when you buy a holster from Vetter Holsters, it takes a while to get to you. I think mine took a month from order date to delivery date. But when you get your holster modified, it's very cheap, and actually it's pretty quick. For me, It was $5 to get the holster optics cut, which they do offer lifetime alterations to the holster, which is great. They sent me a PayPal invoice to my email. I paid them the $5. I sent it back to them via mail because they have their address in that invoice there. All you do is send it back to them with a little note regarding what you want modified. So I just said, please make my holster optics cut for a Romeo 0 Elite, and I get it back, and they've done that, and it was great. So that was a little bit quicker of a process. I think that was 4 days there, 4 days back. They probably did the alterations in just a matter of minutes. If you look, they literally just cut this notch out of it, just a little bit, so my gun can sit in there with the optic. So I'm sure that didn't take too long. So that took about 8 or 9 days to send it there, have it modified, and get it back to me. So that's definitely awesome. I just ordered some new hollow points as well. Those will be here soon. I got a box of Federal HST and a box of Spear Gold Dot. So that'll be pretty cool. I'm gonna test both of those and kind of see which one my gun likes better, and then use those and sell the rest to my friend for like a 200% markup. Just kidding. This is what I've been shooting with recently, just at the range. This is just Blazer 9mm. This is just brass. FMJ, I believe this is 115 grain, but I could be wrong. I've got a few boxes of this left still. And then some RBS ammunition. RBS is like the local range ammo that my range uses. They manufacture it themselves, and it's super, super reliable. So I don't hate it. It's pretty cheap too. And you can buy it at the range, so that makes it a little more convenient. You can also get it shipped to you, so it's kind of a win-win. I've been practicing a lot with these. This is just a kind of dummy round 9mm. I got this off Amazon. They're really nice for malfunction drills and dry firing, which I've been doing a ton of. I haven't had a ton of time to go to the range, so when I'm not at the range, I can be here at my house dry firing, and I get, I would say, 75% of the experience of going to the range, meaning practicing drawing from my holster, presenting, dry firing, practicing my malfunction drills, my reloading drills, and I can just use these dummy rounds to do so. What I do notice is that they do get kind of chewed up. I don't know if you can see the dent in there, but they get kind of chewed up being cycled through my gun, which I would expect because it's pretty soft plastic up front. And this also comes off too. I don't know why, but you can just screw it off. And then it's got a little padded portion on the back here, and you can see where the firing pin hits that padded portion there. I guess it's supposed to be a little safer for your gun to dry fire too, so you don't mess anything up, but I think that it's probably fine either way. I briefly experimented with a smaller wedge on the back of my holster. As you can see, I have a really fat one back there now, and there's different sizes, so you can see a little more slim, a little bit more protruding, and this it'll either push it further towards your body or not quite as much with the slimmer one. I tried the slimmer one, and it's exactly how you expect. It just doesn't push quite as much of the angle of the gun towards your body, which is fine. I just like this one a little more. For people who have maybe a little bit of a gut, I would say maybe the slimmer one is a little bit better because it's not gonna press into you quite as hard, especially when you're sitting down. But for me, I'm lucky enough to have a pretty flat stomach, so this definitely is my preferred version over the more slimlined option here. I just got these off Amazon. It's a pack of 2. It's got the thinner and the thicker one. I think it was like $10 or $12 or $14 or something like that. You don't need to buy the expensive ones for the wedges. It's just a piece of foam Velcroed to the back of your gun. I really like it because they are fully removable. So there's a piece of 3M Velcro underneath, and then you can kind of peel the wedge off of it. It's very hard to get off, which is a good thing because it won't accidentally come off. But you can replace them pretty easily if you want to. You don't have to adhesive the holster in order to replace those. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I just want to pop in here, give kind of an update. Nothing crazy has been going on recently. Been working a lot, to be completely honest with you guys. So that's why I haven't been posting quite as often. But I just want to pop in here on my day off and give you guys this video and kind of give you an update, kind of how everything's been going. Let me know if you have any questions or recommendations for me, content ideas or concealed carry options, new gadgets and new tools that I haven't tried yet. That'd definitely be awesome. I'm gonna put out a couple of shorts, just kind of going briefly over the things I've talked to you about, so make sure to catch those and give those a quick like if you like the more digestible, smaller form, short form content. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.